Have you ever wondered if there's a way to truly embrace the joy and freedom that comes with aging? What if letting go of just a few things could open the door to a lighter, more fulfilling life? If you're over 70, this video is for you. In this video, we'll explore 8 powerful things you can release to create space for peace, joy, and a renewed sense of purpose. You'll learn how clearing physical clutter, shedding toxic relationships, and letting go of outdated beliefs can not only simplify your life but also lead to deeper fulfillment in your golden years. By the end of this video, you'll have practical tips for creating a life filled with more energy, better health, and stronger connections. You'll understand how letting go of unnecessary responsibilities and financial worries can free you to enjoy the things that truly matter. Plus, you'll discover how overcoming the fear of change can help you embrace exciting new opportunities that life has to offer. So, if you're ready to live your life on your terms, free from the weight of unnecessary burdens, keep watching. You've earned the right to embrace this beautiful chapter with purpose and joy. Let's dive in. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Physical clutter. As the years pass, our homes become repositories of our lives, filled with objects that hold memories, emotions, and untold stories. A weathered armchair might echo the laughter of family gatherings. A drawer brimming with letters may hold the whispered words of long-gone loved ones. Even a closet full of old clothes can reflect the many versions of ourselves that we've lived. These possessions, dear and familiar, often feel like extensions of our very being. But as the years add up, so do these belongings, and what once felt like treasures can begin to feel like a heavyweight, cluttering not only our physical spaces but also our hearts and minds. By the time we reach 70 or beyond, it's essential to pause and reflect. Are these items enriching my life today, or have they become anchors tethering me to a past I no longer live? Letting go of physical clutter doesn't mean discarding our memories or denying our history. Instead, it's an act of self-honor, recognizing that our journey has brought us here, to this moment, and that we deserve a home filled with peace, not chaos. Certainly, some items deserve a place in your life. The photo album that holds the smiles of generations, the keepsake that reminds you of love, or the chair that offers both comfort and nostalgia. These are the things that warm your soul and deserve space in your present. But the stacks of magazines gathering dust in the corner, the unused dishes crowding your cupboards, and the attic overflowing with forgotten relics? These may no longer serve your life as it is today. They silently demand your attention, stealing energy that could be spent on creating new memories. Imagine opening a drawer, clearing its contents, and feeling the weight lift from your spirit. Start small, just one box, one corner of a room, and let the process guide you. With each item you release, ask yourself, does this bring me joy, or has it outlived its purpose? As you let go, envision the lighter, freer version of your home, where every item you see brings a sense of calm and clarity. Your surroundings can become a sanctuary, a reflection of the life you wish to live now, not just a museum of what was. Releasing clutter also offers an opportunity to give back. Many of your possessions can start fresh in someone else's life, a family in need, a student setting up a first apartment, or a charity helping others rebuild. Your act of decluttering becomes an act of kindness, allowing your once-loved belongings to find new stories in new hands. Knowing that your items are bringing joy or utility to others can make the process deeply meaningful and rewarding. This is more than cleaning the house. It's a metaphor for life. Letting go of physical clutter teaches us to release what no longer serves us, whether it's outdated possessions, unhealthy habits, or unhelpful thoughts. It's about making room for what truly matters and embracing the freedom to live fully in the present. It's an act of love for yourself, your space, and the life you're still building, even at this stage. Picture walking into your home and feeling a serene sense of calm. Each item has its place, its purpose, and its story. This isn't just tidying up. It's creating a home that nurtures you, a place where you can rest, reflect, and embrace the beauty of the life you've built, and the adventures still to come. Decluttering isn't just about the things you let go of. It's about rediscovering what lifts you, what brings you joy, and what allows you to move forward with lightness and peace. 2. Toxic relationships. Life is far too valuable, especially as you step into your later years, to allow toxic relationships to overshadow your peace and happiness. At this stage, every day is a gift, a precious chapter that should be filled with joy, self-respect, and serenity. Yet, toxic relationships can cling to you like a shadow, draining your spirit and dimming the light within you. By the time you've reached your 70s, you've weathered the highs and lows of countless connections. Some that filled your heart with love and gratitude, and others that may have left scars of resentment, frustration, or pain. It's time, now more than ever, to courageously evaluate the relationships in your life and ask yourself which ones truly nurture you and which ones hold you back from living fully. Toxic relationships come in many guises, some more obvious than others. It could be the so-called friend who constantly leans on you to unload their troubles but never once pauses to ask how you're doing. Or perhaps it's a family member whose words, whether sharp or dismissive, leave you questioning your worth after every conversation. Sometimes, toxicity isn't loud or confrontational. It's quiet, subtle, and even more insidious. It's the indifference of someone who should care but doesn't, or the emotional distance that leaves you feeling unseen and unvalued. These dynamics might not erupt into dramatic conflicts, but they slowly erode your sense of self, like a river wearing down a rock over time. Walking away from these relationships is not an act of cruelty or vengeance. It is an act of self-love, an assertion that your well-being is worth protecting. This decision, however, isn't easy. It often carries with it a heavy load of guilt, fear, and hesitation. You may find yourself wondering, am I selfish for doing this? Will I regret it? But let me tell you, choosing to prioritize your emotional health is never selfish. It is brave. It is necessary. It is a profound declaration that you will no longer sacrifice your peace for the sake of maintaining appearances or clinging to connections that no longer serve you. Letting go doesn't always mean severing ties completely. Sometimes, it's about reshaping the way you interact with others. You might choose to spend less time with certain individuals or limit the depth of your conversations with them. It's about reclaiming control over your energy, ensuring that no one can diminish your inner light. Picture the life that awaits when you make space for relationships that truly matter. Ones that fill your days with laughter, understanding, and the simple but profound joy of feeling valued. Imagine the relief of waking up each day knowing you've surrounded yourself with people who lift you rather than pull you down. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. You deserve this. You've earned this. Your golden years are not a time to carry unnecessary burdens or tolerate behavior that chips away at your spirit. These years are for celebrating the person you've become, for embracing peace, and for cherishing connections that bring meaning and warmth to your life. Yes, letting go can be bittersweet, but it's also freeing. It opens the door to something far more beautiful, a life where every relationship is a choice, not an obligation. It's never too late to redefine your circle, honor your boundaries, and find the love and kindness you truly deserve. Remember, the relationships you hold on to should reflect the joy, respect, and harmony you seek. Release what doesn't serve you, and welcome the beauty that's waiting to fill its place. 3. Unnecessary responsibilities. As the years roll by and you step gracefully into the golden season of life, you may find yourself reflecting on the multitude of responsibilities that once defined you. From nurturing children to climbing the ladder of a demanding career, and even dedicating countless hours to helping others, these roles shaped your identity and gave you purpose. But now, in your 70s and beyond, an essential question arises. Are these responsibilities still fulfilling, or have they become invisible chains that limit your freedom and peace? The truth is that unnecessary responsibilities often cling to us like shadows. Sometimes they're the result of years of habit, being the one everyone calls for advice, the dependable caretaker, or the person who always steps in when something needs fixing. You may have held onto certain traditions or routines, thinking they were too important to let go, even as they started to feel hollow. Or perhaps you've been managing a large home or tending a sprawling garden, not because it brings you joy anymore, but because it feels like something you should keep doing. These obligations can quietly erode your energy and rob you of the serenity you've so richly earned. Letting go of these responsibilities doesn't mean you're abandoning your values or the people you love. It's quite the opposite. It's about honoring yourself and recognizing that your time, energy, and happiness are just as important as the contributions you've made throughout your life. Downsizing from a home that overwhelms you, for instance, doesn't erase the memories you've made there. It simply opens the door to a new chapter where you can focus on making new ones. Similarly, setting boundaries with family members who lean too heavily on you isn't selfish. It's a way of empowering them to grow while protecting your well-being. The process of shedding these responsibilities can be deeply emotional. You may feel pangs of guilt, wondering if stepping back makes you appear ungrateful or uncaring. After all, you've spent a lifetime defining yourself by your ability to provide, support, and solve. But let me tell you something important. Letting go doesn't mean letting you down. By choosing to release what no longer serves you, you're not only prioritizing your health and happiness, you're permitting others to do the same in their own lives. Imagine waking up to a day free from the weight of endless tasks and obligations. Instead of worrying about deadlines or chores, you're savoring the smell of your morning coffee, the warmth of the sun on your face, or the laughter of a dear friend. Picture yourself wandering through a park, relishing the vibrant colors of autumn leaves, or curling up with a book you've always wanted to read but never found the time for. These are the small but profound joys that come when you unburden yourself from what no longer fulfills you. Life after 70 should not be a continuation of responsibilities that feel like leftovers from a previous chapter. It should be a celebration, a time to cherish the accomplishments behind you and embrace the freedom ahead. By releasing unnecessary responsibilities, you gift yourself a life that's lighter, more peaceful, and deeply nourishing to your soul. And isn't that exactly what you deserve after all you've given to the world? It's not just about simplifying your to-do list. It's about reclaiming your right to live fully, joyfully, and intentionally. This is your time. Take it, embrace it, and let yourself truly thrive. 4. Negative self-talk and regrets. Reaching your 70s is a profound milestone, a time when life hands you the rare opportunity to reflect on the intricate tapestry of your experiences. It's a chance to look back on the laughter that warmed your soul, the struggles that tested your mettle, the triumphs that filled your heart with pride, and yes, the mistakes that taught you lessons you didn't even realize you needed. Yet, this beautiful reflection is often marred by the shadows of lingering regrets and the harsh whispers of negative self-talk, two thieves that can rob you of the peace and self-compassion you so deeply deserve. Regrets are like ghosts that linger in the background of our thoughts, quiet but persistent, surfacing in moments of solitude or stillness. Perhaps you find yourself revisiting the what-ifs, that career path you didn't pursue, the dream you let slip away, or a relationship you wish you had cherished more or handled differently. These memories can ache like old wounds, making you wonder how life might have been if only you'd made a different choice. It's so easy to fall into the trap of imagining a perfect life that might have been, as if one right decision could have erased all struggle or pain. But life doesn't unfold in flawless symmetry. It's messy, unpredictable, and wonderfully imperfect. Every choice you made, even the ones you question now, contributed to the strength, wisdom, and depth that define you today. Even more insidious than regret is negative self-talk, that unrelenting inner voice that critiques and criticizes without mercy. It might tell you, you should have known better, or you weren't good enough, or even, you don't deserve happiness after what you've done. These words, though unspoken aloud, can echo louder than any external judgment, embedding themselves into your self-worth. But pause for a moment and ask yourself, would you ever say such things to someone you love? Would you ever tell a friend, a child, or a partner that they were unworthy because of their past? Of course not. So why, then, would you speak to yourself with such cruelty? You are deserving of the same compassion you offer so freely to others. You've weathered storms, faced heartaches, and risen again with resilience. Why not honor yourself for surviving, thriving, and growing through it all? Letting go of regrets and silencing the inner critic is not about erasing the past or pretending the hurt never existed. It's about extending grace to yourself, forgiving the missteps, and recognizing the beauty in imperfection. Forgiveness is not a weakness. It is a powerful act of liberation. It's releasing the heavy chains of could have and should have that bind you to the past and choosing instead to walk forward with lightness and hope. Every stumble brought wisdom, every misstep, a lesson. Celebrate the courage it took to make decisions when the outcomes were uncertain. Acknowledge the bravery it takes to keep moving forward, even when doubt and fear try to hold you back. Living fully in the present is a gift you can give yourself. Regret tries to anchor you in the past, while negative self-talk blinds you to the beauty of the here and now. To reclaim your peace, immerse yourself in the present. Sit quietly in nature, and listen to the rustling leaves or the gentle chirping of birds. Journal your thoughts and discover the wisdom that's always been within you. Meditate on the small wonders of your daily life, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the joy of a kind smile, or the satisfaction of a well-cooked meal. These simple acts remind you that the past does not define you. Your life is shaped by the choices you make today. In the end, letting go of regrets and negative self-talk is about rewriting the narrative you tell yourself. Your life is not a series of failures or missed opportunities. It is a journey of courage, discovery, and love. You've earned the right to live with a heart unburdened by the past and open to the joys and possibilities that still lie ahead. Embrace this chapter of your life with grace and gratitude. You are not your mistakes. You are your resilience, your kindness, and the wisdom that only time and experience can bring. 5. Unhealthy habits. As the years pass, they bring not only the marks of time but also the profound wisdom that whispers to us. Every small choice we make shapes the fabric of our lives. By the time we step into our 70s, our bodies have carried us through countless moments. Some beautiful, some challenging. And now, they gently remind us that they deserve care, love, and attention in return. Yet, the unhealthy habits we've carried along the way, those we excuse, overlook, or feel powerless to change, can quietly diminish the vitality, joy, and peace we crave in this stage of life. These habits often feel familiar, even comforting, but they have a cost. Unhealthy habits are not just about what we eat or whether we exercise. They sneak into the rhythms of our days, into the routines we cling to, and even into the way we think and feel. Maybe it's skipping meals or relying on processed foods because it feels easier. Perhaps it's staying sedentary, not out of laziness, but from a fear of falling or simply not knowing where to begin. It might even be putting off those important medical appointments because they seem inconvenient or daunting. These choices, repeated over weeks and months, can gradually wear down our physical health. But the toll doesn't stop there. Unhealthy habits also leave their mark on our hearts and minds. Holding on to resentment or worry, consuming endless streams of negative news, or retreating into isolation can drain our emotional energy and rob us of the connection and inner peace we deserve. These patterns may feel deeply rooted, almost unchangeable, but they are not permanent. Change, no matter your age, is always possible. It requires courage, yes, but it also brings immense rewards. This stage of life is an invitation, a chance to examine your habits with honesty and compassion. Ask yourself, are my daily routines truly serving me, or have they become a default I no longer question? For instance, could you replace skipping breakfast with something simple yet nourishing, like a handful of fresh fruit or a warm bowl of oatmeal? Could you swap sitting all day with a gentle walk, even if it's just around the house? Instead of scrolling through worrisome news, what if you used that time to listen to uplifting music, dive into a book, or call someone who brings you joy? These small, intentional shifts are the seeds of transformation. Embracing healthier habits doesn't demand perfection. It asks for patience and self-kindness. Change may come slowly, but every small victory matters. The choice to prepare a healthier meal, to take an extra step, or to prioritize rest is a step toward a brighter, more vibrant future. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. Seeking support from a doctor, nutritionist, or even a friend is a sign of strength, not weakness. Sometimes, just knowing that someone is walking alongside you makes the journey feel less daunting and more achievable. Picture yourself waking up with energy and a lightness in your step, knowing that the choices you've made are nurturing your body and mind. Imagine the freedom of feeling stronger and more capable of enjoying the things that make life meaningful, whether it's gardening, traveling, or simply laughing with loved ones. The process of letting go of unhealthy habits is not about dwelling on what could have been. It's about embracing what can still be. Your body, your mind, your spirit, they are precious and deserving of care, respect, and love. Every healthier choice you make is an act of self-celebration, a way of honoring the life you've lived and the days still ahead. This is your time to cultivate a life rich in vitality, peace, and gratitude, proving to yourself that it's never too late to rewrite your story with healthier, more joyful chapters. 6. Outdated beliefs. Life is an ever-evolving journey, a canvas where every chapter adds new colors and textures to the masterpiece of our existence. The beliefs we hold often serve as the brushstrokes, shaping how we navigate the world, interact with others, and view ourselves. Yet, as the years pass and we grow older, some beliefs that once provided comfort and clarity can become weights that anchor us to outdated versions of ourselves. By the time we reach our 70s, these beliefs deserve a heartfelt examination. Are they nurturing the life we want, or are they stifling our ability to embrace this richly textured stage of existence? Outdated beliefs come in many forms, often woven into the fabric of our identity so seamlessly that we rarely notice their influence. Perhaps it's the idea that aging inevitably means decline, or the stubborn thought that you're too old to learn something new or reinvent yourself. Maybe it's a belief rooted in societal norms, like always prioritizing others at the expense of your own needs, or fearing change because it seems too disruptive. These notions, though familiar, can quietly rob us of joy, curiosity, and growth. They whisper limits into our minds and cloud the infinite possibilities that still lie ahead. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. But here's a liberating truth. You are not a prisoner to the beliefs you've carried through life. At any moment, you have the power to step back, evaluate them, and decide whether they deserve to stay or be released. Imagine the weight that could be lifted from your shoulders by simply acknowledging that you are not defined by rules you didn't write, or expectations that no longer align with who you are today. Letting go of these beliefs isn't about discrediting your past. On the contrary, it's about honoring the wisdom you've gained and using it as a foundation for a brighter, more authentic present. Start by reflecting on the narratives you repeat to yourself. Do they inspire hope and possibility, or do they fence you in with self-doubt? For example, if you've told yourself that technology isn't for you, think of the countless seniors who've embraced smartphones, virtual classes, and social media to stay engaged and connected. If you hesitate at the thought of trying something new, remind yourself of the resilience you've shown in navigating the countless changes life has already brought your way. You've survived, adapted, and thrived, proof that you are capable of evolving at any age. Releasing outdated beliefs also means opening yourself to the unknown, which can feel both exhilarating and terrifying. Growth doesn't stop with age. It transforms. There's still so much to discover, whether it's a hobby you've always been curious about, relationships that connect you to younger generations, or redefining what happiness looks like for this season of your life. Picture the liberation of replacing "it's too late" with "what better time than now," or swapping "I can't" for "I'll give it a try." Think about how much lighter you'd feel waking up each day not with dread for what might go wrong, but with anticipation for the possibilities ahead. This shift in mindset has the power to reignite a sense of vitality and purpose, reminding you that life is an ongoing adventure, not a finished story. Letting go of outdated beliefs is one of the greatest acts of love and self-care you can offer yourself. It's a tender process of shedding the unnecessary layers of expectation and fear, revealing the vibrant, limitless person you truly are. It's a declaration that your worth isn't tied to societal roles, achievements, or past decisions. By choosing to live authentically, you celebrate not only the years you've experienced, but also the boundless potential of the days still to come. And perhaps most beautifully, you permit yourself to live fully, joyfully, and unapologetically in the now. 7. Financial worries that no longer apply. By the time you reach your 70s, you've likely spent decades carefully managing your finances. You've saved diligently, sacrificed wants for needs, and navigated life's ups and downs with an eye toward securing your future. Perhaps those habits were born from times of scarcity, moments when making ends meet was a daily challenge, or from the immense responsibility of raising a family and preparing for retirement. Whatever the reason, financial discipline has likely been a cornerstone of your life. But now, as you step into this chapter, the question arises: are these worries still necessary, or are they quietly stealing the peace and joy you've spent a lifetime earning? It's not uncommon to find yourself clinging to financial caution even when it's no longer needed. Maybe you hesitate to spend money on small comforts or big dreams because a voice inside warns, "Be careful. You never know what might happen." That voice might whisper fears like, "What if I run out of money?" Or "What if there's an emergency?" These thoughts can become a constant background noise, clouding your ability to fully enjoy the fruits of your labor. While it's wise to be mindful of your resources, living with an ever-present sense of financial anxiety can deprive you of the freedom you've worked so hard to achieve. Take a moment to reflect. What if the habits that once protected you are now holding you back? Your careful planning and sacrifices were meant to create a safety net, not a cage. You deserve to feel secure, not burdened by endless what-ifs. If you've planned well, trust that planning. And if there's any lingering uncertainty, a financial advisor can provide clarity, helping you navigate your resources with confidence and peace of mind. It's also vital to shift your perspective on money itself. Money is not just something to save or safeguard, it's a tool to enhance your life. It's there to help you build cherished memories, indulge in hobbies, travel, or make your daily life more comfortable. Imagine the joy of spending your savings on what truly matters, whether it's treating yourself to a luxurious recliner that eases your aches, enjoying lunch dates with friends, or contributing to your grandchild's dreams. These are not frivolities. They are the rewards of a life well lived and well planned. Letting go of unnecessary financial worry doesn't mean abandoning caution. It means embracing balance. It means recognizing that you've done the hard work, and now it's time to enjoy the fruits of that labor. Picture the weight of financial fear lifting from your shoulders. Envision making choices not out of fear, but out of abundance and gratitude. This shift in mindset isn't just freeing, it's transformative. It allows you to focus on the experiences, relationships, and joys that truly enrich your days. Think of it this way: every dollar spent thoughtfully is an investment in your happiness and legacy. Every moment spent free from financial fear is a gift to yourself and those you love. You've earned this freedom, not just in a monetary sense, but in the richness of time, energy, and peace of mind. Now is the time to live boldly, to enjoy deeply, and to let your worries fall away like leaves in the wind. This is your season to thrive, and there is no greater testament to a life well lived than embracing the joy you've worked so hard to deserve. 8. Fear of change. Change often feels like an unwelcome visitor, unsettling the rhythm of our well-ordered lives. For many of us, especially as we step into our 70s and beyond, the thought of change can stir a complex mix of emotions: fear, uncertainty, and even grief for the familiar. By this point in life, We've carved out routines that feel like second nature, built homes that are filled with a lifetime of memories, and established habits that give us a sense of control over the world around us. But as comforting as these routines may be, they can also create invisible walls, keeping us from exploring new possibilities that could bring immense joy and fulfillment. It's natural to fear change. After all, the unknown is often painted in shadows of uncertainty. The thought of downsizing your home, leaving behind the garden you've nurtured for decades, or the walls that have seen your life unfold, can feel like losing a part of yourself. Learning new technology may seem daunting, like trying to navigate a language you don't fully understand, and adapting to physical or social changes can feel like a betrayal of the vitality you once had. These fears are real, and they deserve to be acknowledged. But fear, if left unchecked, can also hold us back from the very opportunities that make life rich and meaningful. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The truth is, that hang is not an adversary. It's a gentle, or sometimes not so gentle, nudge from life, reminding us that we are still capable of growth, of discovery, and of finding new ways to thrive. It's an invitation to step out of the familiar and into a world of possibility, a world that could surprise us in the most beautiful ways. Change isn't about erasing the past. It's about honoring it while making room for the future. I've seen this truth in my own life. When I finally decided to downsize, it wasn't easy. Packing up years of memories felt like saying goodbye to pieces of myself. But what I found was that letting go of those physical things gave me space, both physically and emotionally, to breathe, to focus on what truly matters, and to embrace a simpler, more fulfilling lifestyle. The freedom I gained was worth every tear shed over those cardboard boxes. The change also teaches us resilience. It challenges us to adapt, to stretch our capabilities, and to find strength we didn't know we had. Think about the times in your life when you've faced challenges head-on, perhaps moving to a new city, starting a new job, or adjusting to a major life transition. Each time, you found a way to navigate the uncertainty and emerge stronger. The same is true now. Whether it's learning how to use a smartphone to connect with loved ones, taking up a new hobby, or even adjusting to a slower pace of life, every step forward is a testament to your ability to grow, no matter your age. Reframing your perspective on change is key to overcoming the fear that comes with it. Instead of focusing on what you're losing, shift your attention to what you stand to gain. Downsizing might mean fewer responsibilities and more time to travel, read, or simply enjoy a quiet morning without the weight of upkeep. Learning new technology could open the door to connecting with family and friends in ways you never imagined, like video calls with grandchildren or discovering online communities that share your interests. Even adapting to physical changes can bring unexpected blessings, like finding joy in gentler activities that nurture your body and soul. Imagine welcoming change as you would a long-lost friend, with curiosity and an open heart. Picture yourself stepping into new experiences with a sense of wonder, uncovering hidden strengths, and rediscovering passions that may have been tucked away in the busyness of life. Change doesn't have to be about fear. It can be about rediscovery, renewal, and a deeper connection with who you are now. At its core, change is life's way of reminding us that we're still here, still growing, still capable of experiencing beauty and joy. Each new chapter brings opportunities to create memories, connect with others in meaningful ways, and find peace in the unexpected. Yes, the unknown can be intimidating, but it can also be exhilarating. There is so much life left to live, so many stories yet to be written, and so much joy waiting to be found, if only we dare to embrace the changes that come our way. Fear of change is not a weakness. It's a reminder of how much we care about the lives we've built. But the courage to face that fear, to let go of what no longer serves us, and to step boldly into the future, that's where true strength lies. You've already overcome so much in life. Why not trust that you can handle this too? After all, every step forward brings you closer to the freedom, growth, and fulfillment you deserve. Life is a journey filled with twists, turns, and changes, And embracing those changes can lead to some of the most beautiful chapters of our story. After reflecting on the fear of change and the opportunities it holds, it's time to hear from you. What have you learned so far? Is there one insight or idea that has inspired you to look at change differently? We'd love to know. What's one thing you'll take from this discussion and put into practice in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences and perspectives could inspire someone else to see change as a friend rather than a foe. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content on living a fulfilling and meaningful life. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.